So Midwest environmental advocates. So I follow them a lot. A lot of the tribes follow their work as well. And they talk about the public trust doctrine, right? That specifically addresses water rights, and that the water is a common resource for all of the people, and that our state needs to protect and use the water in that way. We're seeing with Foxconn, we're seeing with all of these other companies that we're trying to lure to our state, they're not abiding by things that they've agreed to. And I think that's indicative of the behavior pattern of our government, whether that be at the federal level or the state. What happens to your indigenous population is going to happen to you, and it's happening right now. And that's why I want to run. People aren't looking at the intersectionalities of our struggles as much as they could be, and I think that's because we don't have enough of a diverse perspective or scope at the table. And if we're not at the table, we're going to be for dinner, and that is something that I would like to avoid. Right? I mean, look at what's happening in Michigan. They just took away, Nestle said no more free bottled water, yet they're taking free water from Michigan streams and putting them in those bottles. How is that right? Good news is the Supreme Court AOK'd the citizens' claim or standing to sue. So they're allowed to sue their state legislators in court. And what's scary about that is they're going after them for manslaughter charges. Wow. Yeah, so when you think about that, that sets precedent. We should share all of that news as much as we can, because when it comes over here, we have our state legislators allowing possible gold mines being implemented, right? Frac sand mines. And then up north you have Line 3. And then south of that you have Enbridge preparing to expand other pipelines. How many pipelines do we have going through northern Wisconsin? 6+? And then middle Wisconsin is line 66. I don't know if you guys have 66 near here. I think it cuts south of you guys, but
25 miles in Vesper, 25 miles.
So that was the marker here that I passed. I almost pulled over and took a picture of it.
Yeah. It's there all the time. Yes.
And I know that there's natural gas pipelines that cross on the way over here too. And then on the way just between my house and Black River Falls, there are 9 frac sand mines that I can see from the road. When I moved to that area in 2012, I only saw 3. And the trade-off was a new gymnasium for the schools, all of these things that really aren't benefiting the vitality of the communities in a long-term sense, right? So that's where I'm at. I just really think that our state deserves better. We can do better, but we aren't holding each other accountable in a way that encourages each of our legislators to strive to be better. Not just to be reelected, but to be better. Right? I grew up in the time of 1999, 2000. I was learning about Governor Gaylord Nelson. I was like, holy crap, this dude is amazing, right? And his thing is, you have to take the power of the government and you place it in the hands of the ordinary people. Our brothers are not ordinary people, okay? They are not ordinary people. There are other families that deserve to be named, but the list is too long, right? We need to really think about this. The owner of Menards, right? You need to think about what he's doing, environmental crimes that are taking place because we're looking the other way. We're not holding our neighbors accountable. And you know what? It's beyond not in my backyard anymore because it's in all of our backyards. There's no escaping it.